Mr. Night Terror. I love a good horror story just as much as my daredevils do. However, sometimes you don't need fiction to feel the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Sometimes true life is absolutely terrifying. Here are 20 horrible facts that will give you nightmares. We are starting off our weird facts with horrifying poultry. Cute, harmless, and tasty. We never consider the facts that chickens can be really creepy. That is until we hear about Mike, the headless chicken. After having his head chopped off, Mike lived for an astonishing 18 months. Now, I don't know about you, but I prefer my headless chickens to be stone cold dead. Sticking with our feathered friends, crows are no strangers to the world of horror. However, this true fact steps up their creep level to a whole new level. Amazingly thrilling, crows are some of the most intelligent birds. So brilliant, in fact, that they can recognize a human face. So next time you keep seeing the same crow around, ask yourself if the bird might be working on its revenge plan. It's best to leave crows in peace, since a group of crows is called a murder. Now that's a warning if I've ever heard one. Now if you notice that your cat suddenly refuses to leave your side, you might want to go for a good checkup, because cats can sense when your time is running out. This was discovered after a nursing home cat, Oscar, would sleep with residents the night before they passed. Oscar was no scaredy cat when it came to getting close to death. The human eye is the window to the soul, or so they say. However, it is also home to mites that live in our eyelashes. Is it just me, or do you also suddenly feel something moving close to your eye? If you enjoy a good smooch as much as I do, this terrifying fact might put a slight damper on your next date night. Scientists have found that one single kiss could result in a transfer of 80 million bacteria. Now, South America is home to a very absurd fish called the Pacu fish. Why is this fish so bizarre? Well, it has human-like teeth. Just imagine swimming and spotting a fish with munchers just like yours. Another terrifying teethy fact dates back to the 1800s, where dentists used the teeth of deceased to make dentures. Now that might leave a bad taste in your mouth. And now for a defense mechanism that will make your blood run cold. When horned lizards feel threatened, they squirt blood from their eyes. What a marvelous bloody mess. So many horror films feature kids being weirdly creepy, but a fifth of kids state that they hear voices. Is it Bobby, their imaginary friend, or something a lot more sinister? You decide. Paris is the city of love, but it is also home to catacombs that hold the remains of more than 6 million people. Now that's a lot of bones. So the next time you enjoy a baguette while admiring the Eiffel Tower, you might just feel your bones shake a little. Staying with creepy bones, the Sedlec Ossuary is a Roman Catholic chapel that is beautifully decorated. Nothing scary about that, right? Well, here's the thing. Human bones were used to decorate the chapel. Up to 70,000 people's bones. Does that give you chills to the bone? Now, bones aren't only useful when it comes to decorations. Before bowls and cups were made, the freaky folk of ancient England used skulls. Nothing like enjoying your favorite beer from a skull. Cheers. If director Joe Castro succeeded in giving you the creeps with his sci-fi horror Attack of the Killer Bees, then this one is for you. The Japanese hornet's venom is powerful enough to melt your face off. What a horrific, horrible, magnificent little hornet. Imagine waking up to find your special someone sleepwalking and ready to murder you. A condition called homicidal somnambulism refers to the desire to kill while asleep. Yet bizarrely, a boy named Jules Lowe was acquitted of his father's murder in 2005. Why? Well, because it was simply a case of homicidal sleepwalking. Another splendidly horrifying sleep condition exists called sleep paralysis. It is a frightful condition in which you find yourself awake but unable to move a muscle. As if this wasn't creepy enough, episodes of sleep paralysis are often combined with hallucinations of monsters or demons. An elevated version of this exists called locked-in syndrome, where you are awake but in a comatose state. Now suppose you are about to deliver your baby, and the doctor rocks up with a chainsaw. Well, before caesarian tools were created, doctors used chainsaws to help remove babies that were too large. Ouch, mommy. Even though mummification was a common practice in the Middle Ages, there weren't many mummies left. Ever wondered why this is? Well, that's because mummies were often eaten for medicinal purposes. Nothing like munching on a mummy to improve your overall health. Now, American serial killer John Wayne Gacy buried the bodies of his victims in his backyard. Of course, this has been done by many a nut job in the past. However, this particular case is cringeworthy because Gacy buried his victims' remains so close to each other that their bones began to fuse together. Now, after the remains were found, it took them 2 years to separate fully. Damn, John. Sticking with serial killers, America's first serial killer, H.H. Holmes, used his creepy creativity to construct a hotel that he would later refer to as Murder Castle. The hotel was packed with gas chambers and secret passageways that could catch his victims by surprise. Now later he confessed to killing 27 people in Murder Castle. Our last creepy fact takes us to Japan, where a man who lived alone noticed his food kept disappearing at night. Intrigued and confused by this bizarre event that occurred night after night, he installed a camera in his kitchen, and what he saw would change the way he felt about his home forever. There, in the darkness of night, a strange woman appeared and headed straight for his fridge. It turns out she had been secretly living in his house for months. Now, these are some serious parasite vibes, people. And it makes you wonder, what if you did hear something that went bump in the night? Now we have reached the end of our petrifying true facts, showing us that sometimes true life is creepy enough. Now if you have a scary true fact to share, feel free to tell me in my comment section below. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Night Terror, as we explore the terrifying world of true horror facts. Let's face it, life is better when you have a few chills running down your spine. So embrace the shivers, daredevils.